Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today and happy Sunday to you. This video is about how I fluff my bows and the little piece of very important equipment that I use to do that, and I'm going to explain this all to you. This is called the box, and this video will be called the box. All this is a box that we made out of wood. It's very important that it be made out of wood. You may purchase this from me. I'm now selling these on my website, or you can make one yourself, and I'll show you that in just a second too. But it is just a wooden box, and it needs to be wooden because what you're going to use is an eye hook. This is an eye hook. Let me do it this way so you can see it. Some people don't know what an eye hook is. I do this. I show this all the time at market whenever I'm fluffing my bows, and some people don't know. But anyway, this is an eye hook. You can see the little hook on the end with the screw. And there's the director, my husband, and I think he's zooming in here. He's watching on a monitor off screen, so you can see that well. See the little eye hook? So there's your little eye hook. If you want to do this yourself, you can purchase them in any hardware store. But that's what you need. You need an eye hook. And what you're going to do then is take your eye hook and you're either going to bend it open. See the little bitty, can you see that, Dave? That's my husband, the director, my husband, Dave. See that? Can you see that well now? You can see it? He's watching on a monitor. So you see that little space there? What he did is he just bent it open with a pair of pliers. Or you can cut it off, just whatever you want to do. But that's very important, and you're going to see how I'm going to use this in just a moment. So, eye hook, wooden box. And what you need to do is, if you're going to make one, you need to take this box and fill it up with something very heavy. This particular box, the ones that I'm going to sell on the website, is full of scraps of wood. I got a gentleman who is going to make these for me. He's in the building business, and he has tons of scraps of wood, and so that's what he filled it up with. So that's what's inside of here. Very heavy. You don't want this moving around on you. And so whenever I'm doing my videos and I'm opening my bows, I like a solid surface, a solid platform. I don't like anything moving on me. That's why this is so heavy. This is my box here. What I did, another thing, and you can see here, I think you're going to be able to see this. There's your little center mark, and there's your little spot for the nail. Now the next thing that's important, you see the little nail on my box? This is the opening of your eye hook. It needs to be away from the nail. You don't turn it that way or this way or toward the nail. See, that's toward the nail. You turn it away from the nail. And I'm going to show you how to use this in just a moment. We're going to flip around, and I'm going to open a few bows and show you how I use this. But anyway, there is the opening to the eye hook, and it faces away from the nail. We're going to sell these boxes for $15 on our website, and this is the box that you receive. You get an eye hook and a nail, which you will put in yourself. We don't want to ship it that way because we don't want them to get bent. This is how they'll ship. They'll be shipped priority mail, and the shipping on them, see I have it written right here because I can't remember that, it's $12.65. So anywhere in the United States, this will ship for $12.65. So we had that little information there for you. That's the box. That's how it'll come. This is the box that you receive, full of wood, very heavy. And this is my box. And so now we're going to flip this around, and I'm going to open a few bows for you and show you how to use this. You may just love it. This is the only way I fluff my bows anymore. Okay, so here we are. Here I am. This is my box. I've been using this for years. There is my eye hook right in the middle, and the nail right here on the side. And as you can see, I wrap mine with paper because whenever I'm doing my demos or making videos, of course I want my background to be really pretty to really show the bow off. And you can wrap your box or not, just whatever you would like to do. This is the important part, and my husband is standing on the side of me. He's going to zoom in here for a moment. If you're going to make this yourself, or see how to, this will help to see how you use it. You see, wait, go back just a little bit. I want him to see the nail also. Okay, see the eye hook, and you see the opening. You see the opening of the eye hook right there. See, it's pointing away from the nail. Nail's over here. Okay. So now he's going to back up a little bit. Now I've made a bow. So this is my bow. And before, in all the years I had a store, whenever we used to make bows, and we would make bows by hand, this is exactly how they looked whenever we were finished. And then what we would say, we would air open them. But that means we're just holding them in the air, and you just start pulling them apart. And if you do that, and you just start pulling your bows apart like this, you can wampy jaw them. That's a favorite word of ours here. Down in South Louisiana, we call that wampy jawing. And then what you can do is you can just, instead of your bow staying straight up and down, which is very important in bow making, that's one of the secrets in making a professional bow. This part has to stay up and down. If you wampy jaw it and pull this out this way and that out that way, you won't end up with all of your loops pretty and in a pretty position. So that's the reason why I don't like to air open bows anymore. I like to open them on the box so I can have complete control. So what you want to do is lay your bow down, and you see what I'm doing? I'm sliding that right into that eye hook, and I'm pulling it tight and pulling my bow all the way up to the eye hook. I'm going to stand it up. And then you see where my nail is over here? I'm just going to go once around the nail with my wire. That's all. You want to get that off very quickly at the end. So now my bow is standing up, and it's ready for me to open my bow. And see how I'm doing this? I'm putting my fingers through the loops. Don't pull from the edges. I've torn ribbon that way before. But put your fingers through the loops. This is wired ribbon. That's just about the only thing I ever use anymore, wired ribbon. You can start from the top. You can start from the bottom. It doesn't matter. Just whatever way that you would like to. And now, look at that, how easy. That's just sitting in place. I have put these in the position I want them, and now I'm going to come over here, put my fingers through these loops, and give them a tug. And you see what I'm doing is I'm pulling. See, good tug, but it's held down. This bow is anchored. It's in place, and I can give this a good tug, and I'm opening my ribbon all the way down to the center of that bow. So there you go. That's why it's so important to keep it anchored. And that's all there is to it. But it just makes all the difference in the world. So now here we go. See, I'm going to be able, because this is anchored, I can pull this loop all the way over here. I can pull this loop. See what I'm doing? I'm pulling it. Look, I put my fingers through it, pull it around where I want, and then I open my fingers to make my loop. I'm doing all of that in one movement. So then before I let it go, I open my fingers to form a loop. So now I'm pulling this here. I'm pulling, just pull things around, and then open your fingers, open your loops. See? Now, how easy is that? But see how you can manipulate this? You can just pull it around, and look how easy and fast it is. Look at that. Perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Now, isn't that easier than just doing it, pulling in, pulling in, pulling all over the place, your bow? So now I'm going to pull this around here. It's anchored. Look, I'm going to open my fingers. Open that loop. Pull this around here. Open your loops. Put your fingers through. Open your fingers. Your loops are open. There's the little tail, and your bow is fluffed. It's just that easy. Perfect way to open your, to fluff your bows. So how easy was that? Now, the reason why the opening of the eye hook faces away from the nail is watch this. Now you only had to do that once, and watch. I don't have to stick my hand up under here to get this off. It just slides right off. See how it will just slide right off? You don't have to put your hand under there because you're pulling it out from under there. And there's your perfectly open little bow. Just that easy using the box. And I guess you can say that's my little secret on how to perfectly and easily fluff your bows, is to do it anchored down on the box. So let me do one more for you. This is a pretty polka dot. This is a 2-inch ribbon. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to lay it there. I'm going to slide my wire under there, pull it tight, come around here to the nail one time around, sit my bow up, and I am ready to fluff this bow. Start in the center. Doesn't matter, you can do it from the bottom. Look, I'm going to open that, put my fingers through the loops. Now watch what I'm doing. Tug, move that around because this is anchored. See, I'm pulling. You can tell that I am pulling on this ribbon. And open your fingers. And this is all in position already. Now, this is going to pull around here. I can pull on this because it's anchored down to something. Anchored down to this wooden box. And as you can see, because this box is heavy, this has not moved on me at all. I am not chasing this bow around this table. I cannot put up with that. So there we go. Open. See? Just open those loops. How easy is that? Just that easy. But I am putting a little tug on this and forming my bow all at the same time. Perfectly done. Just that easy in a snap. So look at that, and that's half done. See that? See how easy? So you may buy yourself a box from me. We're going to have them on our website. I'll make yourself one. But I think you'll really enjoy bow making. If you fluff your bows, they just come out so much better than if you just are just jerking on them up in the air. You can really, like I said, our word down here, we can wumpy jaw them, just pull them out of shape if you do that. So look how easy this is. It's anchored down. I can pull this ribbon all over the place. Open these loops and on I go. Now you can keep playing. I have a real bad tendency. I never know when to stop. I say that in all the videos I make. I just play and play and I go, oh, I'm going to move this here. No, I want to move it there. And but eventually I do have to stop at some point. And so there we are. How easy was that? Don't you love that? And look, I have not chased this bow all over the table. It is perfectly formed. And how simple and easy was that? I know I just keep saying that, but that's about all you can say about it. It's just incredibly easy to do it this way. So there you are. Here's our nice little video on the box. You may purchase one from us at probowthehand.com. $15 for the box plus shipping, or you can make yourself one. Thank you so much for watching me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this will help you to make the perfect bow. It's as important how you fluff your bow as it is how you make it. So there you are. Thank you.